All right, so I think we're good there. That looks like a pretty good amount of line. It's actually not very, it's not spooled very well, to be quite honest. I'm looking as I look at it. But it's, well, the reason I say it's not spooled very well is because it's not straight. It's kind of coned. I don't know if that's proper or not, but there's line on it and we'll fish it and see how it goes. Anyway, that's the first use of the ECOODA line spooler. After the initial setup snafu, I think it made things pretty easy. It definitely seemed like it took me, you know, maybe 5 minutes to get that much line on the spool. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for the cussing. I get impatient sometimes. I will get this out on the water and hopefully I'll have the little camera set up so that we can see how it casts for the first cast. Hope you have a great evening. Hope you have a great week. And I will see you when I see you. No matter what you do, go spend some time with your friends and family because it is very important. Have a great day. God bless. All right, so I got that mess sorted out. I've got it untangled from itself. I opened up the gimbal. And so there is also a line here or a bolt here where you can kind of adjust the tension so that you can get a nice amount of tension so that your line spool is nice and tight. I've already got that kind of adjusted to someplace that's okay. And then you just start spinning. And the line goes on like a dream. So, pretty nifty if you can get past the initial hassle. If you're probably better than me and more patient and you set things up right, seems like that's going to work out pretty well. As you can see, I'm getting nice, even, spooled line there. So we'll just keep doing that for a little bit. So I'm starting to hear a little bit of a drag clicking. Hopefully that's not a huge deal. I think I may be spinning too fast. So slow it down a little bit. So there we are. There's a good amount of line on there. Still got a little bit of ways to go. So far, so good. I think it's working out pretty well. The line feels pretty well wound. It looks like it's spooling very nicely. I will finish this and get back to you guys. Hey everybody, it's Carl. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. Tonight I am going to be doing a review of sorts, I guess. As you can tell by the picture, I'm going to be doing a little fishing reel stuff. So first of all, I've got to tell you guys, I'm really kind of excited. I picked up a little action camera. This is the ECOODA Brave 7 LE. It's a dual screen front and rear action camera. I bought it so that maybe hopefully once I get things figured out, I can do a little bit of fishing content, take you guys with me as I try and catch some fish. The key word being try. Anyway, it's a nice little camera. It got really good reviews. Came with a bunch of accessories, case and some other attachment type things. And then I also ordered a chest harness and stuff like that. So hopefully once I get the batteries charged and get some content up, I'm gonna do some video testing with it. But I'm very excited about this little guy. I don't know how much fishing content I'll be putting up, but it gives me an option. And it's also just another nice little camera to have around for different things. I don't always have to use my phone. So look forward to that, to using that. Probably won't do a review on it because I'm not very technical. What I do know is it's 4K at 30 frames per second or something like that, so it's got a pretty decent resolution. The only knock I could find about it was that it doesn't have an external microphone port, so hopefully that's not a boob issue. Anyway, so on to the channel and the purpose of the video. Today I'm going to be doing a little line spooling or reel spooling, and I'm going to be testing out the ECOODA line spooling machine, this thing. I ordered this on Wish sometime last year. It came relatively quickly. It's just been sitting in the closet because work, pandemic, I haven't really been fishing much, and the fishing rods that I had, the reels, you know, I buy the kind of the cheap combos that come with line already on them, until I picked up this Shakespeare Ugly Stick GX2 combo. This is a little 4'8", sorry, 4'8" ultralight combo, and it came with the Shakespeare GX20 spinning reel, so it's a little micro reel. Problem is, I bought this combo at the end of last year, and when I bought it, I didn't notice it because fishing season was over. I chucked it in my closet, hadn't really thought much about it. This year, when I decided it was time to spool it up, I realized it didn't have a crank arm. So I had to order because I had bought it over a year ago. I couldn't take it back to Walmart. I contacted Shakespeare, asked them for a replacement spool arm, and they, you know, I was kind of hoping they would be like, oh yeah, we'll send you one for free. Well, that didn't work. Essentially, they were kind of like, you have to take it to one of our authorized repair dealerships for service, and that was kind of ridiculous to me. So I hopped on Amazon and I ordered a package of these no name plastic universal crank arms. They collapse so that for storage, and so that's what I've got on here. This has been an ordeal, but now I'm finally going to get to put some line on it and get to test out the ECOODA line spooler. If you are familiar with these, I'm sure you've seen them. If you do any kind of fishing or whatever, these are pretty much sold under several different brand names, and they can be used to reel or to spool bait casters and spin casters. Essentially, if you're going to spool a spin caster or a spin caster or a bait caster, you set it up, put the spool in between the arms here, and then just wind the line on. If you're going to spool a spinning reel, then you put it upside down, you open up the gimbal so that this part spins, and so it will spin freely as you're reeling line, and that's supposed to help reduce line twist. So they say. Hopefully I can get that figured out, and we'll see how it goes. This is first use of it, so I don't know, this could be a ridiculously bad video. Let's be honest, most of my videos ridiculously bad. Anyway, what I'll be using for line today is just the El Cheapo Zebco Omniflex. This is a 6-pound test because it's going on an ultralight reel. Hopefully I'll use that for like panfish and stuff like that. So, and I took the advice of an experienced fisherman who said, he said, if you're new to fishing and you're new to spooling reels, don't worry about using super expensive line because you waste a lot of it. Both spooling and, you know, learning how to fish, getting caught in trees and all that kind of stuff. So if I can find where they tied this off, and this is probably not the smartest thing. All right, so clipped. Hopefully I can figure out how to make this thing work. So I've watched a couple of videos for similar products because this is the instructions that come with it. There is really not much. Basically, the instructions are here, and it says specifications for the line spooler. Easiest way to spool fishing line, spooling Can circumrotate to avoid line twist, easy adjust, can accept up to 65 millimeter thickness spool. When you put more spools, please adjust with part, so it's got this kind of sleeve. High strength graphite fan can be easily disassembled, suitable for both spinning and bait casting reels. That's really all the instructions that come with it, so, or documentation anyway. So, let's see. Now you guys know that my eyes are horrible, so dealing with this little, very fine line is going to be a pain. So we'll cut that knotted piece out, and then we will. I'm going to try a tie, like a modified slip knot. So the first thing I'm going to do is tie an overhand knot there in the line. And then I'm going to tie a slip knot. And I cinched it down so that the overhand knot pulls through and locks that piece. All right, so then I'm going to attach a spinning rod to the spinning rod machine. So one of the reasons I bought this, because I knew I was going to be getting into fishing, and there's a lot of like how to spool fishing reels, and do you put it face up, face down, how do you avoid the line twist and all that kind of stuff. So I was hoping this will make it easier. So then you're going to take the overhand knot, put that on there, tighten it down. All right. Then take the spool, open up the arms here. This seems very awkward. Then attach the spool, those balls into the spool, like so. Close the bail. Oh, this is already proving to be not quite as easy as it should have been, I think. I've already kind of made a mess, I think. I got a big knot or spindle of line here. So I think I already screwed this all up. This is already going to be a mess. All right, so then we open this so this spins freely. See, this is what happens when you don't have a lot of instructions to follow. You kind of goof stuff up, and that's okay. I'll goof stuff up so you don't have to, right? Okay, so don't make the mistake that I did if you ever buy something like this and let your line get tangled in to the arm. There, that's one problem there. So then we'll spool this back up. let me tighten this down so we can sort this out. Híjole, what a mess. Okay, this is fucking stupid. You guys know I don't have a lot of patience, and I don't like to cuss, but when I get impatient, I cuss. So this is already pissing me off.